Jai students, welcome to live class. This is your computer period. Students, first and second chapter you are completed. Third chapter that will come in annual term. Now fourth chapter, this one is Microsoft Excel 2016. Students, in the previous class, that is class 5, you have already read this chapter. Few things you also practical you have done. Now today we will start Microsoft Excel 2016, in which we are sharing one PDF. This is chapter 4. The topic is Microsoft Excel 2016. Next, what we will learn this in this chapter. The points are given. What points are given? How we will select the cells. How we will enter the number as a text or date and time. Changing the cell contents using the undo and redo ref features. How we can insert and editing cells. Copying and moving data using autofill and flash file feature. Students, previous class we have already introduced this software, that Microsoft Excel 2016. What we can do with the help of this, we can solve complicated mathematical calculations. Also, it also allowed to enter data as a organized way. Like suppose we are taking example of a table having the serial number, name, then date of birth, address, these all are. That is known as the tabulation form. Also we can, with the help of this, analyze them of data. Okay students? Students, now just we want to show you the window of the MS Excel. Microsoft Excel 2016. See students, in this window, when you will open the MS Excel, the first window you will see whatever we are showing you. Quick access toolbar, these all are highlighted. These are all parts or these are elements of this window. Quick access toolbar, tell me the ribbon, file menu, formula bar, expanded formula bar button, vertical scroll, and more other things also here. Worksheet navigation tab, insert worksheet button, horizontal scroll bar, zoom, and more other things here. Students, first start from quick. The first one is given quick access toolbar. First of all, the ribbon is here. So start from ribbon. Ribbon is designed to help you quickly find the commands that you need to complete a task. Commands are organized in logical groups which are collected together under tab. You can see, students, now I am sharing this by the practical. This we have opened the Excel. This is blank presentation. Click on it. Now see everyone. This is the window of the first window of the Excel. Here, this one is customize quick access toolbar. We can keep all the things. New option, open option, save. These are all given. Save option is here, so tick on it. If open option you want to keep, so there is open option. So quick access toolbar, no need to go on file menu. Here file menu we are getting the open, save and other all. So no need to go here. Without going there, we can use the quick access toolbar. Clear students? Next, students, there is given after ribbon file menu. What we can do with the file, open, we can file the, if you want to open the file from file menu, you choose the open, save, print, etc. You can see here also in file menu First of all, new, if you want to open the new file, open. If you have saved file and you just want to see or you want to format them, so you can use the open button. Save. First of all, save as, there are two save button, save and save as. Students, save as, if you want to, first time if you are saving the file, means suppose you are writing a file, then you want to save. The first time if you are saving, then use the save as command. But after that, if you have written something more, now you want to save, then you will use the save button. Print, share, export, close, these all are options are given. This is in file menu. Next one is issuance. Quick access toolbar we have discussed. Tell me. This is the text field where you can enter words and phrases about what you want to do next and quickly get to features. Here, this one is tell me what you want to do. With the help of this one, we can do these things. Okay students, when you will do practical, then you have to see. Now you will see that what we will get the features of here. Clear students? Next one is given formula bar. That is formula bar, a place where you can enter or view formula or text. Now, student, this ribbon, not ribbon, this one is, this is the space. Here we can write the formula. This all are functions. Suppose sum command, average, max, mean. These are functions we can write here. Next one is given expand formula button. This button allows you to expand the formula bar. This is helpful when you have either long formula or large piece of text cell. Here, this is a formula bar. Expand formula bar button. This option is given formula bar button. You can see here. This is the formula bar button. Clear? Next one is after formula bar button, worksheet navigation tab. By default, every workbook starts with one sheet. See here, the sheet 1 is given now. So this one is the first sheet. So here showing insert worksheet button. Click the insert new worksheet button to insert a new worksheet in your notebook. Here this is plus sign is showing that if you want to the new one sheet. And here when we have done, suppose we have written something here and after that we want to demand here new text, then sheet 2 will come. Next and also sheet 3. Clear students? So sheet 1 is by default. If you want to the new, by plus sign you can add all the sheets. Next one is horizontal and vertical scroll. See students here, this one is the vertical scroll. Clear? Suppose we are running this way, this is the vertical scroll, and here this one is the horizontal scroll. Clear students? Normal view. So normal view you can see, this one is the normal view. Okay? This one, this is the page layout. When you put it, then we will see the layout of this page. Page layout view. Page layout view, with the help of this one, we can see how you want to print the page of the Excel. So with the help of page layout view you can do page break view, view of preview of where pages will break when the document is printed. Zoom level allow you to quickly zoom in or zoom out. If you want to see the worksheet zoom in, that means it will be zoomed, and zoom out, that means you want to see the normal or clear students. Next one is highlighted selecting areas using the mouse. Selected cells, how we can select the cells? Suppose here, this we have selected cells, the showing like this one. This is different from other cells. These all are cells. Clear students? So here we are showing you selected cells. Move a cell's content. Move a cell content. Suppose we want to move it, anything we have written here, and we want to moving this one. Suppose copy here, this one, this way. Okay, we can move by this way. Next one is given, activate the autofill feature. We will tell how we will do this. Clear students? By the practical. Now just we are going to start how to select the cells. The first point, whatever we have told you, so this point, the first, how to select the cells. Many ways are given. The first one is given, we often need to select this group of cells to perform various operations, such as what we can do with the help of this selecting cells, copying, moving, inserting, deleting, selection. These all are things we can do. Here students, this with this table we want to say you, see this, if you want to select a row or column, so what you have to do, click the row or column headings. Students, if you want to select the row and column, you just click on the row and column headings. If you want to select the entire worksheet, so with the shortcut keys Ctrl+A or select all button. Next one is given, adjacent rows. Adjacent rows or column, if you want to select it, so select the first row or column, then hold down with the help of shift key, and where you want to select row and column, click on that. Non-adjacent row or columns. So non-adjacent row and columns, you can see here, click the row or column, then hold down with the Ctrl key, and other also you can select, but you should hold the Ctrl keys. Clear students? So by the practical we are showing you a row. First one is a row column. Click the row or column heading. See everyone, suppose these all are heading of column and these are heading of rows. Students, this one is the all are menu button. File menu, home, insert, page layout, formulas, these all are. And these all are the ribbons. Suppose what type regions? This is clipboard ribbons, font ribbon, alignment ribbon, number ribbon. These all ribbons are given. Similar, insert, these all ribbons are given. Page layout, you can see. So these are ribbon. Clear students? So now we are discussing the headings. These are column headings and these are row headings. Suppose click on the D point. See one. All the columns of D all selected, all entire worksheet. Similar, suppose we are selecting this rows of 7, say one, there we have selected rows of 7 of entire worksheet. So this way we can select it. You can see here this way how we are doing. Clear students? This way you can see. Next one is given. One more thing is given. If you want to select the entire worksheet, how you will do? Press Ctrl+A or select all button. So Ctrl+A. Look, I am pressing the Ctrl+A. See here. From this point, Ctrl+A. This whole entire worksheet we have selected. You can see this whole worksheet. By the vertical bar, scroll bar we are showing you. Now next, this one is select all button. If you will click on, so you can see here, this is mouse, and see here, This same process here. No need to use the shortcut keys. Go on this place and press the by the help of mouse. Clear, students? So if you want to select all entire worksheet, so press Ctrl plus A this way, or on the this headings and of the row headings, this is the corner part. This is select all button and click on it with the help of mouse. Also you will get the same process. So both method is here. You can use anyone. Next one, adjacent row or columns. Select the first row or column. Select the first row or column, then hold down with the help of shift key while you select the last row or column. Students, see everyone. Suppose this one is here. Suppose this one we have selected. Now hold the shift key. Students, listen everyone. Hold the shift key and going on here. See here. What we have done. Suppose D, the first row. Then hold the shift key and going on this point. They all are selected. This way we can select in this column. Row also you can do. Row. Here we selected. Now hold the shift key and here we just select it. Save one. By this way we can select adjacent row or adjacent column. Suppose this one is adjacent. Hold. See here. This one is adjacent. Hold here. This way we can select it. Next one is given non-adjacent row or column with the help of control key. Click the row and column, then hold down the control key while you select the other row or column. How we can do? Suppose we are here. Now control keys. Students, use the control keys. Control we are just hold. See again. Anywhere. These are non-adjacent cells. And anywhere you can select it. Clear, students? This way. Again I am showing you. Here we have selected one. This is non-adjacent. Any clear, students? So you have cleared how to select the cells. And also we have done with practical. You will do also practice. This one. Next one is entering the number as a text. Means how we can, if number we have entered and we want to show you as a text, then how we will do. See, students, entering the number as a text. If a number is entered in the format such as 01481, Excel will drop the leading 0. To represent the leading 0, require in case of telephone area codes, roll number, etc. Type an apostrophe before the number like this apostrophe 01481. So these things will be read by the Excel format as a text. See this everyone. Suppose here we have written 04561. This is a number. 0 is not given. Okay. If you want to read this 0896 before it, we will what do? See this. The 0 is also ready. Again I am showing you, students. When we have written the number and before it we have written 0. 0 is not there. But because this is number, you know, if before value, if you are keeping the 0, so 0 will not read by the Excel. If you want to use as a text, say 0 we are keeping here and before it we are showing this apostrophe sign. Now see everyone, now showing that as a text form. This is a non-text form. If you will change here, you can see number stored as a text. If you convert to a number, again you are getting same thing. Clear students? So this way we can do. Again I am telling you what if a number is entered in the format such as 01481, Excel will drop the leading 0 to preserve the leading 0 means there should be, we will show the 0. In telephone area we always show like this. So there need of the apostrophe symbol. With the practical I am showing you. This is given before it 0986. See here, this is not here, not the 0 we are getting, but if you want to do 0 here, 0 and then put the comma, apostrophe sign. See 0987. So students, clear? You will do practical at your home what we have told just now. And today what we are telling. Next one is, students, how entering a number as a text. Have you understood? Next one, entering the date and time. How we can enter date and time. Students, here is given, select the cell and type the date and time. Set a cell and here we will type the date and time. You can separate the date elements with a slash or a hyphen. Use a format such as 11 October 2019. Excel recognized as a supports variety of date formats. See everyone what's saying. Suppose we have written 02 slash 06 slash 2020. See students, this is date format. If you want to see, then you will go, if you want to change it, the right click here and you will go format cell. It is open, format cell. Their time is given. There are many formats here. You can see here. If you will use this one, see here. This way we are getting. This only time is given. Clear students? But we have written date there. Again select it and then go on the format cells, because we have given the time, date. There are many formats are clear. Suppose here this way, say 2nd June 2020. What's showing here? Selecting the cells and type the date and time, you can separate the date elements. To display the enter date in different formats, select the cells containing the date. Click on the format drop down button, the cells group on the home tab and select the format cells option. And format cell dialog box and we will choose there. We have told, just now we have told. Clear students? Just again I am telling you. Suppose here time is given, we want to change this, whatever date is given. Click on right button of mouse. Now go on the format cells. Here, go on the date. Now see the format of here, the many formats here. Any format you can choose here. Suppose this format we have given. See this, the format has come this. So students, clear this? Next one is, there is given changing the cell contents. How we can change this cell contents of any cell to characters and numbers typed in a worksheet can be seen both in a cell as well as on formula bar. So what we have to do, enter the contents and press either the enter key or enter button on the formula bar to accept the entry. Suppose when you one more thing is given. When you type in the new data in the cell, the two buttons cancel and enter present on the left of the formula bar become active. Cell content modified two ways, replacing cell contents and using edit mode. See students how we can do this. Suppose this one we have done, this date format we have completed. Now suppose we have taken some numbers here, 2 3 4 5 6 7. This is formula bar. Suppose we have written we want to add here. We will use the sum function, sum. Before it we will start from equal sign. Equal sum is already in library. That index sum1 this address. Okay students, first of all we want to tell how to address identify of the cells. Wait students. Suppose this is the address name of box. Suppose we are here. This is column is I and row is the 4. So what I'm saying that here showing that I4. If K place is here, so K2. K is the column and 2 is the row. This is the address. So when we have written here 56, 67 and 89. When we want to add it, sum function with the equal sign, we are writing on the formula bar. Also we can write here equal sum in the bracket. This one is the F2, then colon. Students, this is not colons, with the help of shift colon, and here F4. Start from this showing the F1, but it is on F2. Students, see this. Oh, there is the date we have given. Students, wait, we will change this format. Okay, I am telling here this place 90 and 87. Only this one. Sum function equal sum within a bracket, and here this address is J2, means J2, it is colon, and this one is J3. Students, you can see this is added 7, 9, 8 plus 17. Okay, with the help of, when you will click on here, you will get the sum function. So this way you will add it. So here this is given that if you want to sell contents, what we can replace it, that means cut it and paste here, this way. Also same thing here. Here when you type in the new data in a cell, the two buttons cancel, and that is cancel, this means this, enter such a way on the left of the formula bar. Where you are writing the formula bar, enter the contents and press enter, either the enter key or the enter button. We are using the enter key also here, whatever we have written here, no, sum function. So we can use enter like this. See this, say enter. Clear students? So this way we can use. Clear students? So students, I think everyone, whatever we have told today in Excel, first of all we have discussed the window of the Excel, like a quick access bar, quick access toolbar, file menu, ribbons, cells, etc. After that, we have told with the practical how we can select the cells with the help of shortcut keys. These all are clear, students. Then how we can change the date and time. Students, you will practice with the help of whatever we have told today, and next class we will discuss its next part. Whatever next part is given, you have a book, you have to read up till here whatever we have told and practice at your home. Till then, students, Jai Hind, take care, students. Thank you.